What's good, y'all? Welcome to the live stream. I usually don't get on this live stream like that, but if you can hear me, drop some sort of comment to let me know that y'all here. Appreciate you joining the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's my first time doing this, so kind of nervous. Bear with me, but I appreciate you, locking in. You know, trying to make this a daily exercise. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm just getting started. To be honest, I already picked all the colors out. So I don't have to dig through my Ohuhu markers to find the rest. But it's kind of hard to color and draw when I'm like moving around the camera. But I'm gonna fix it up, make it look real good. I should have used my Copics for this. I mean, still looks pretty decent. Probably gonna switch over in a second just to see the different color saturations. Hopefully I get the right look that I'm looking for. So I started this drawing before and I never finished it, but I thought I'll start over. So this is kind of what it looked like before. So I'm trying to duplicate this to a new version. Um, so yeah, that's the assignment for today. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Thank you. So right now I'm trying to get the right color saturation going on here. Um, Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Lady Holman. Holman. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I will say, going on this live, I was kind of nervous. I didn't know the type of retention or outcome I would get. But you guys seem to be super nice, and I appreciate it. I know early on, it may not look like much because I'm working on the rough side. Once I start adding some more color and variation, I think it'll start to look a little bit better. I will say this camera doesn't really do the image any good. Wish I can, you know, have a better turnout, but it's gonna be all right. Trust me. And I'll go back and make some quick edits. But right now, I'm just trying to get my colors down. Right now, let's see. Do I wanna? Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to blend some of these colors in so give it a little more of a natural look. All right. Let me, let me do something really fast. Thank you guys for sticking around. I know a couple people dropped off. I understand. It's kind of slow right now, but of course, if you stick to the end, you'll see the final result. Or you can just come back a little later. But I appreciate the love and support so far, so it's a great feeling just to know there's people watching. Or now one person watching. But it's all good. Because I'm just, learning, drawing, trying to build an audience from here. I think that's one of my biggest struggles as a content creator is finding my space, my element, my audience. My main medium is Procreate. I do a lot of my work on my iPad, but I have a strong passion for marker illustration. I think that was one of the first things that I was introduced to when it came to just general art. So I try to stick with that and go with it. If you just joined, please hit that like button. Hopefully that will push this video further. People can watch, observe, leave comments, suggestions, discussions. I'm here for all of that, so feel free. Okay, so now we've kind of figured out that portion. Kind of go towards. Let me see something really fast. Okay, that was that color. Appreciate you guys for joining. Just doing a little daily exercise, man. Just trying to get some reps in. Like I said, it was my first time doing this live, so I was trying to see the turnout. What's the hype, the buzz? And I kind of like it. It's not as bad as it seems when you think about going live on Instagram or on YouTube. You think about a lot of the criticism and the judgment you may receive. But that's okay, because you're here to learn. You're here to share your talents. It's a great place to start. And if I were to watch anybody else's live, I wouldn't judge them. I'd just say, hey, great job, keep going, inspire them to do great things. So I'll do these more often, knowing that the turnout may be pretty cool. Also, if this is your first time viewing any of my content, go ahead and subscribe, man, because I do stuff like this all the time. I'm trying to find a new way to market myself, brand myself, um, create an environment for people to learn, grow, develop their skills in all aspects of art. You know, I love traditional art as well as digital art. I feel like they're both, growing. Even though traditional art has been around for a long time, digital art's taken over. The AI stuff is doing its thing, and then just there's so many different platforms you can create digital art on. So, I try to tap into all aspects of it. Um, so yeah, just if you enjoy what you see right now, I know this may seem slightly underwhelming because I'm still working on a lot of the core color-based work. Um, just join up and you'll see more, man. I do a lot of stuff. I'm trying to, like I said earlier, I'm trying to build a community, build an audience, build a base where I can cater to you guys. At the same time, learn on my end as well. All right. Give me a second, people. Let me figure something else out. I think what I'm gonna start to do now is I'm kind of doing this in. I'm kind of doing this backwards. I usually do my outlines first, but what I want to do is kind of establish these shapes and these lines and these strokes, so I don't lose my image in the process. So I'm taking a light ink pen. It's actually a 0.2 millimeter fine uh, fine pen, fine tip pen. I'm just going over the small, slight details. Um, move this over. And I'll go back over it later, get a sharper look. Right now, I'm just trying to establish these lines and these shapes. For those who are in the chat or watching this video, do you guys do any type of artwork as well? Like, let me know what you guys do. Do you guys use watercolor, acrylic, marker? Are you just a fan of the skill set? Let me know, man. I want to communicate with you guys and be able to help if there's opportunity to do that. Oops, I almost dropped my pen. Okay. kind of established that look again. So now I can go back and I can find my darn marker. I think it's this one. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Go back in. Go. That was it either. Trying to find the right marker. Oh man, this weird street. It's okay. It's all right if things happen. I call those happy accidents. Just work my way around it, figure it out how I can incorporate that into the look and feel of the artwork, and move on from it. Things happen. I will say doing skin tone is kind of hard, for me at least, because it's about getting the right blend, especially when you're drawing with a fair skin tone. Um, Sometimes you try to find that balance of, mid-tones, highlights, shadows. It's a lot easier when you're doing like digital work, because you can find your tertiary, secondary, primary colors and make it work. So it's not as bad for me to find those right tones and colors, but on when I'm doing digital work, but when I'm doing like marker art, it's a little bit harder. Nice. Watercolor. I love watercolor actually. That was my high school medium. So our high school medium, I had watercolor and ink, and I loved it. It was my subject matter for AP art, and when I tell you, I had a great time doing that. My teacher was kind of a tough one, but she saw the trajectory of my work, and I love it. So yeah, mixed media is always good, man. You want to have a nice versatility of work, um, just to show your breadth of work and just the skill set that you have around it. Nice, use Procreate. Cool, cool. So I do a lot of Procreate tutorials. Um, I'm really trying to divvy from that a bit. I'm trying to go into a different space, trying to cross over where I'm able to, you know, do procreate work or digital work, and then also show traditional skills and my work on this side as well. Um, so it's I'm just trying to establish myself in a sense. But no, I think that's really really cool that you do mixed media art, urban sketching. Um, it's really nice. When you say urban sketching, like, can you elaborate a little bit on what that is? So I'm not like misinterpreting what that means. I feel like I just imagine it as like graffiti art, I'm assuming. I could be completely wrong, and please correct me if I am. All right, I'm trying to get my colors together, y'all. Got a lot going on. Sorry. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna give that a break. I'm gonna actually rotate and focus on straps right here. Remember, I'm trying to recreate this. Looks a little different, of course. Skin tone's a little darker. Lines are a bit heavier, but like I said, I didn't complete it, so I feel like there's another opportunity to show a different style to this particular drawing. See something interesting. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. So it's like you just like free, you check something out, you see, oh man, I'm gonna draw it type thing. So I guess you're just building that platform for yourself. I used to do that a lot when I was in high school, to take a sketchbook and just like draw people in the lunchroom. But I wasn't that good at drawing people in the lunchroom either. So I just, I just did it as exercise. Alrighty. Sorry if I'm out of focus. Yeah, COVID was so bad. I swear, uh, it really changed how people just interpret life in general. Um, and even as like an artist or anyone who does public work, like I know a couple people in my local area that do murals, and when COVID hit, it really took them out of business, and I felt super bad for them because a lot of people quit their full-time jobs to become an artist, and for them to deal with that whole COVID transition and like I guess train themselves in other things, but still within their profession, like art profession. It was a really, really, really big deal for them, and it's really eye-opening for me because I don't ever want to get complacent with one thing that I'm doing. I'm always wanting to learn different things. So when COVID hit, I actually started my YouTube channel around COVID. I feel like that was the time for me to really utilize the platform um, the best way I could. I was like super nervous in starting my own channel. But then COVID kind of came about and it gave me the inspiration to, you know, try it, see what happens. People like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. That's just what life is. Um, like there's only two people on this live right now, and I'm super appreciative because it could just be me by myself. So you take things in stride. Take it in stride. All right, trying to get this fully saturated. One thing I love about Copic markers is that I get the full color saturation. I don't have to go over it too many times, but Ohuhu markers or other alcohol markers, I have to do multiple iterations um, just to get that solid color. And sometimes I kind of overdo it and then I make it look a little bit, I guess it's like super muddy. And I don't, it's hard to, it's hard to come back after that once it's in that state. So one thing I would say, I guess a rule of thumb for me is that I kind of take my time. I feel a little bit of pressure now because I'm doing this live thing. So I'm kind of not rushing, but I'm trying to create a system of just how I do things. So I don't want to overdo it. At the same time, I don't want to keep everyone like waiting or, bore you guys too much with the same constant change of color over and over and over again. Now I'm gonna do something that may not be as favorable, but just gotta get a couple more colors to hang in there with me. So originally, this part was that color, but I realized I slightly made a mistake, which is fine. Art is about mistakes, interpret your own ways of thinking and you figure it out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this, oops, sorry. Hold on, let me get you guys back. Probably gonna turn this like red, this side red, and as well as this side. Right now I'm freeballing it. I don't really know what's going on, as I did before. I had a plan, but as you're working, your brain does whatever it wants to do and kind of switches up the plan on you. It's okay. This is a no pressure zone. You should be able to do what you want, express yourself however you want, and not feel as if you're doing something wrong, because there is no wrong way of doing things, especially not in this space. You have a positive outlook on things. All right. Let's see. I want to go. I'm trying to find. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This seems pretty similar to the one before. Oh. Let's go with a lighter red. All right, cool. We're gonna have to go with this one. I kind of made a mistake earlier on, and I'm trying to I'm winging it now. I had a plan to kind of match the colors, of the actual character. But like I said, I made a mistake earlier. It may not turn out as good as I wanted it to, but the goal here is to complete it. We're not looking for perfection. I can always go back and redo this. But I think for the purpose of this live is for me to get myself out there and show you guys what I'm capable of doing. Um, and hopefully you see the value in what I'm doing, and I'll continue to do these more often. But no, I appreciate everyone who's here right now. It says 4 people in the live currently. Um, like I mentioned before, I was really nervous starting this live because I didn't expect anyone to watch, you know. So now that I see that people actually care and want to stay or leave or however, it kind of inspires me to do this more often. Cool. Say no more. That's all I need to hear. I'll do this way more often then. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll make sure to make this a weekly thing. I can make it every other day. Like, I need a reason to post more. And if this is something that you guys enjoy and would appreciate if I did, I'll be more than happy to do this on a regular basis. Sorry, you guys couldn't see this. I'm gonna slide it over. Thank you. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate it. If there's anything you want to see in particular, please leave a comment. Let me know. I mean, I don't know how to do everything, but I'm an avid learner. I put myself in situations to learn all the time, and I feel like if I have the opportunity to teach or even learn myself, I just go for it. I don't watch that much soccer, to be honest. I played FIFA a few times, but as far as like knowing a deep range of just soccer or football, the proper term, I'm not too familiar with it. I love sports, so I mean, I'm always willing to put myself in a situation to learn more about it. Um, but yeah, I kind of watch it when like World Cups come around. I know there's like on ESPN, so I try to tune in there, but I'm not too caught up on soccer. It's a great sport though. My friend loves it. It's a great sport. Fun fact: I actually played soccer when I was like 6 or 7. I was a goalie, but I was the only reason why I was the goalie because I didn't know how to dribble. Um, I didn't have any hand-eye coordination to be a striker or whatever you want to call them. So they put me at goalie to block the ball. That's all I was good for, just trying to block the ball, and that was it. So I think that was all I was capable of. Now everything else, I was pretty good. I played basketball. I played my club team in college. Um, I'm a sports guy, but soccer was me and soccer didn't have a great relationship. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for the sport, high paying sport too. Um, but yeah. So right now I'm trying to get the proper blend for this red. I'm really experimenting on the fly. This is kind of how I do my work in general. Um, Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, to be quite frank, but I know that I have the creative wherewithal to work it out. So a lot of this stuff is just trial and error. And I will say it is slightly difficult trying to trying to draw color when I'm like moving around my camera. So bear with me. Um, I guarantee you it's gonna turn out really good if you stay long enough. I recommend if you want to take a break, hop off, come back. Maybe I'll see something or I'll have something more refined. But this is what I'm doing for the rest of the day. So feel free to drop by and see it again if you want to. But yeah. Okay. It's starting to look like something. Okay. So now I'm going to rotate over. I'm gonna fill in this portion right here. How do I want to do this? Oh, that's a great question. Uh, Honestly, I've been drawing on and off. Like, I don't think I have a set like number of years I've kept track. But I would say roughly over 20 years. I mean, I don't think I've perfected any type of style or medium or anything like that. I just kind of bounced around. Um, Tried to give everything a shot. Like, okay, this is something I like. I'll try this. But overall, I think I've been immersed in the craft for about roughly 20 years, or it could be longer than that. I mean, I'm only counting what I can remember. I guess a better answer would be when I took art serious. I would say I took it serious about 10 years ago, and I started doing more digital work too. Um, because I had to at the time. I was doing commissions, so people were, asking me, hey, can you do this for me? Can you draw this for me? And I was like, okay, well, I gotta get good first. I don't want to have you pay me and then it looks bad. So yeah, roughly 20 years. That's good. Do you draw at all? No, is it? Do you just enjoy the craft, or do you actually like get in there and start drawing? It's okay if you don't. Like, I would say art is an acquired skill. So your people think they're born with the talent of drawing. Like, no, like you have to learn this stuff. You may be born with the idea of retention and learning how to do things, but people aren't born artists. Like I don't fall for that. You got to put some effort into it and learn to be an artist or draw or anything in general. Well, that's fine. Drawing for fun is probably the best way to start. You kind of draw for fun. You figure out where you are, where your lane is. You understand what you like and what you don't like, and then you start to experiment. So I think that's a great start. Just drawing for fun, and on Procreate's also, there's no real risk when you're drawing in Procreate because you can erase things digitally. Like where if I were to mess up here like really really bad, where I can't fix it, I'll just throw it away and start over. But in Procreate, I just tap two fingers or something, and you know, bad moose, it's gone. I can start over. So I think Procreate may be the best place to start just to get an idea what you want to do. Yeah, for sure. I love doodling. To be honest with you, like doodling has became such a I will say today's age, doodling became so popular because you got artists like Vex and Gox, Shrimpy, so many different social media content artists that are just perfecting that whole concept of doodles. So doodles are always a good go-to just to start off. I've done some doodle work as well. Maybe if I have some time, I can show you some of my work beyond this. Yep. School is a place of learning, not only education, but for yourself. Like, I did a lot of drawing in school. Like I said, I took a lot of art classes, but I had that boring math class, that boring science class, and all I needed was a sketchbook and a pencil, and boom, I got a doodle. So I definitely feel you on that. A boring class is the best place to practice. All right, people, I'm trying to get things together. That too, boring office meeting. I work from home, so I I understand that for sure. When I'm in those meetings, and it doesn't really have to pertain, any information that pertains to me or what I'm doing. I'll put myself on mute or turn my camera off, and I'll just pull my sketchbook out and just do something random while I'm listening to them talk. So just getting there, y'all. One thing I will say about drawing with marker, um, it takes some time. Like this is something you do not rush. Like, because the results are gonna show if you rush. It's just what it is. If you take your time and be patient, you're gonna get some stuff that you would enjoy and be proud of. I feel like now we live in a world where everyone wants something so quick that instant gratification, and we don't sit back and realize that the process is what matters. As cliche as that may sound, people say trust the process, or uh, good things come to those who wait. We hear it all the time. Um, but in this space, like, you really got to be patient, because it'll show. You want to be able to be proud of your work and not look at it as an afterthought, you know. But I will say too, don't always get caught up on having that perfect drawing. Like with this, like I'll do this here, and then think about it, look at it. What can I have done better, and then move completely on. It's okay to pass that off as okay. This is finished. I do it all the time. Just kind of remember what you learned and how you were able to accomplish something in the process. But it's coming along. I'm happy to see that it's working together. And I'm also gonna add, some dark lines to separate this color a little bit. I'm gonna, of course, I think I have other markers, but pens, but this is something I use. I use a 0.2 millimeter fine ink pen just to remember where those lines were so I don't forget them when I go back over them. And this is where I slightly struggle to have a steady hand. patient with this part too. And I think the next thing I'm gonna work on is probably his eyes. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what color I'm gonna use. I'm actually gonna pull up my Copic markers for that because I have some colors that I don't have in my other stack that may be beneficial for me using the other set of markers. So I use Copic markers as well. I love them. This makes the process a lot easier. I get, draw what I want to draw with them. All right, so let me move this out the way, creating a shadow. So, now I have that. I'm gonna now go back over it, add a little bit more depth. Let me see, let's try to get some. Oh man, where's my black? Trust me, it looks way better. Matter of fact, let me see something really fast. Let me use my Copic marker real quick to do a little bit of blending. The marker was okay, but I feel like this one's a little bit better. Gotta get real close for this one. I don't want to mess up. Just want to get it clean. And it sometimes can be hard to do. The best is gonna be right there. And then just for like a small accent, I take a gel pen and I kind of like do that. So it gives his eye a little bit of a glaze, I guess. It's my little trick. So these are my two primary colors. Oh, my music stopped. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to get my music back on par. I've been on live for about an hour. That's crazy. Did not realize I was on here this long. Doesn't feel like it. But think about it. This took me an hour to do. So, and this is like 20% done. So that tells you how long this stuff can really take if you allow it to. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna rotate over. What's next? What's next, Jerome? Okay. Let's pivot to the hair. I think that would be a great segue into more of the overall image I'm trying to get done. So I think once the hair is in place, I'll be able to really actively get things going. So throw this in there. So I gotta keep a real steady hand. So I do not want to mess this up because black is irreversible. So if I mess this up, it's gonna be hard to fix it. So forgive me as I turn this three or four different times. I feel like this music goes perfect with the theme. Oh yeah, man, take a break. Oh, you're back now. Okay, sorry. I thought you just taken on. Thought you left. Welcome back. You know, I'm transitioning to the hair. Um, See, I would love to put more. Sorry, I can't talk today. I would love to put more attention or give this section a little more attention, but I don't know. I just feel like it's just hair. So let me see. All right. If you just joined the live, thank you for stopping by. Or if you came back, appreciate you coming back. My favorite food, very, very interesting question. I love lasagna actually. I'm a big lasagna guy. That was the first thing my mom taught me how to make. Um, Second, I guess runner up would be spaghetti because it's so easy to make. Yeah, but I love lasagna, man. Lasagna is my go-to. Yeah. What's your favorite food? What do you enjoy to eat in your spare time or whenever you're hungry? Mac and cheese. Yeah, that's a good one too, man. My wife makes mac and cheese all the time, so I'm a big fan of mac and cheese. Tastes really good when it's cooked right. If it's made right, then yeah, you'll have yourself a nice plate. But there's some people that don't really know how to cook mac and cheese too well. I won't be the judge of it, but you know, I won't say anything. I'll just kind of let you live in your own glory. You know, mac and cheese is pretty good though. I love it. Anything that got cheese in it, I'm a big fan. Cabbage. So my grandma used to make cabbage all the time. Like she used to make cabbage just for me. So I love cabbage. Cabbage is good. Good for you and it's good to you. If it's cooked properly, of course. But yeah, my grandma used to call me her little cabbage boy because I used to eat cabbage all the time. But no, cabbage is really good. Starting to come together, people. If you were here from the beginning, you know exactly what this looked like, and it did not look anything like this. So I'm glad to see that we're making progress. I'm glad to see that you guys stuck around. You know, I really appreciate that. My apologies if the camera gets kind of blurry. The autofocus is pulling my hand in, and you may not be able to see the picture clearly, but I think it's gonna be okay once you guys see the uh, full extent of the art. So I was about to say, oh yeah, Grandma loves us. I know that. Small pot for you is love. And my grandma used to store extras like in the oven. She'll hide them away because everyone wants the extras. And I was like, no, those are mine. So my grandma puts them in the oven for me. But I think I've upgraded to collard greens. Collard greens are good too. Really good. Where's everyone from? You don't specifically have to tell me the exact location. You can tell me the state. You can tell me the country. UK, nice, nice, nice. UK. I'll probably do some traveling later on in my life. Hopefully, I'll be able to make it over there. Think London sounds pretty cool. Maryland, okay. I got some family out in Maryland, DMV area. Some cousins in Virginia. I got some cousins in Baltimore. So that's really cool, man. To see everyone from different places. I live in North Carolina, by the way. Oh man, oh, this takes so long to do. You know what? I'm actually gonna cheat a little bit. Can you guys give me like 2 minutes? I'm gonna grab another marker. All right, I'm back. Oops, sorry. Move you guys around. Cool. Yeah, man. North Carolina is pretty popular as far as family, bloodline, lineage, everything. It's really cool. So I got more of the same type of brand. I use Ohuhu. It's the same one. This is more of a brush tip. This is a chiseled broad tip. These are fairly cheap, so I don't mind like, you know, going over like this, getting real messy. 'Cause I can always go back and refine it, but it kind of speeds the process up because it's only going to be one tone. And how I speed the process up, I kind of section off the hair. So I'll just take like this section, focus on that section, and this section. It just kind of helps me pivot a bit so I'm not stressing out about one side. All right. See that? Got that done. Go back over here. Quick question. I know it might be super random. If you can meet one famous person, who would you want to meet and why? I can go first. Um, well, I actually met this person. I don't think he's really famous, but I guess I'll give you a story. When I went to Los Angeles 2, 3 years ago, there's a super famous art. I wouldn't call him famous. He's famous in my world, but he's a really, really good artist. His name is Kervin Brousseau. Um, I don't know if you've seen his work before, but he has a partnership with Adobe. And I went to Adobe Max, which is a design conference in California, through my job, and I was able to meet him. And I learned so much from him in that span of time. I think it was only a day and a half I was able to be in his class. And he kind of, you know, told me everything about his journey and, you know, him being a dad and being an architect and then all of a sudden going back to design, like, or, you know, just drawing in general. So when I met him, it kind of changed my perspective because I felt like I had to only learn and do one thing in the beginning when I was in school. But as I gotten older and when I was able to kind of like find my own sense of self, that kind of changed. And by watching his work and just looking at him do things, I was able to, you know, inherit that knowledge from him, and it was really cool. So yeah, that's my quote unquote famous person or celebrity type person, I guess, story. Also, if you guys like what's going on, if you haven't already, give this video a like, thumbs up, leave comments, let me know what you think. What can I do better? What do you want to see? This is a safe space. Um, I learn by doing, so I don't have all the answers or I'm not super good at everything, but I'm always willing to learn from my peers and people who know these things and things I don't know and just work together to improve as a team effort. Just going back over his hair. I can see some inconsistencies there, so. Sorry, I'm in the way. Here's my favorite team. I would love to meet him because he can give me some good tips for football, soccer. Nice. What team does Trent play for? Trent Arnold. Oh, Liverpool. Nice. I don't know if you know, but LeBron James, he owns part of Liverpool. So there you go. Fun fact. You probably already knew that though. But yeah, LeBron James, he owns. From well, last time I checked, he did. Could be wrong. No, I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm right there. I could check and research it, but last time I checked, Liverpool was yeah, never painted. Star Gates. I'd love to know the 1,000-year light bulb. Wow. I have to do more research on that. The direct sun paint making. That's cool. All right, guys, what do you think so far? You could be honest. Just say, hey, you may need to do this here, or fix this here. Yeah. I would do a little bit more research because, I don't know, that was so long ago, and I think he had a sneaker that released. I'm going to check really fast for you, so I'm not lying. LeBron James soccer team. Yep. He's a partial owner of Liverpool. Interesting. Yeah. Or he could be the complete owner. I don't know. I think he's a partial owner though. But yeah. Nice. Yep. See? Learn something every day. Oh, one thing I hate about this is that I get my colors mixed up and I lose the color that I originally used, and now I gotta like test the markers out to see if I'm using the right one. Just, it's bad practice. Being organized is always the best method to a successful work process, if that makes sense. I feel like I want to make his face more refined, so I'll go back over that at my own risk. Okay, yeah, partial owner. Okay, yeah. I figured he was a partial owner. I didn't think he owned he probably owns a decent piece of the team, but I was like, yeah, I don't think he owns the whole team. Yeah, thank you for the fact check there. Loads of wrinkles owns it. Yeah, a lot of people with wrinkles owns a lot of stuff nowadays. Okay, so I need deep red, I need bright red. So now I'm gonna work on this side. Yeah, it's the right red. nice. I like this song. He did, and he also had a LeBron. I think it was a LeBron 10 or it was a low cut 9 LeBron. It had the red Liverpool and that teal in the sock liner. Yeah, those are nice. I remember. Yeah, he did have a collaboration with them. Nike had a Liverpool LeBron collab. That's the only reason why I knew. I was like, why is LeBron specifically making a shoe for Liverpool? Come to find out, he's a partial owner. So he's a smart man. I would have done the same thing. Bring attention to the soccer club by just, making a shoe around it. Do you guys enjoy watching lives, or whoever's here? Do you like watching lives? Is it something that you come to social media to find, or you just kind of like, oh, it's 1 a.m. in the UK. Oh yeah, because you guys are about 5 hours ahead. Oh man. Well, I appreciate the dedication, man, for staying up this late. You've interacted enough. I think it's great to have people from different countries interact with me in the States. I don't blame you if you get tired, my guy. So if you feel like you need to drop off because of sleepiness, I won't be mad at you. But I think with this live stays up as long as I delete as long as I don't delete it. So once I'm done and you happen to catch it another day, just go on my channel and just look for this live and you can see the final results. But until then, I'll be here. I would say I'll be done in another hour or two, roughly. Because I've gotten the main piece down. And now I just have to go in and just refine a few things, like change this, fix the skin tone. Because honestly, the lighting that's casted down, it's kind of making his skin look weird. But I mean, at the same time, there's still different weird tones going on here, so I'm gonna have to fix that up. I have to add more detail to his jacket or his shank plate armor, whatever you want to call it. Should we use the right one? Yep. Sorry. Whoa. This definitely requires a lot of patience. So I've been on this live for about an hour and 23 minutes. And I've gotten to a point where I'm starting to see the results that I like. Okay, sorry, kind of glitched. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry people, had to handle something really fast. I'm back. Sorry for the small intermission. Someone else is. I like interaction in the lives. It's like someone else is with you. You're drawing something else. You can chat, ask questions, watch. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course. Pretty sorry, but I have to go to sleep because now the football quite early in the morning. I will definitely check back. Yes, thanks a lot for stopping by, man. I know you left already, but I appreciate you stopping by. You guys were great. Yeah, and I agree. I do love the interaction of this. I'm an introvert, so you know, I try to be more outgoing, you know, but with this I feel a little more comfortable now because I'm in my own space. I feel like I'm monologuing, but I'm talking to actual people, which is a great experience. So. All right, so version 1. I like the song. I actually enjoy the song. See, funny thing is, like, I didn't really keep up too much because there was so much going on. But I think the song is really catchy. It had a lot of symbolism in it. I think this is an opportunity for Drake to really get his act together and figure out how he's going to, you know, move forward. I don't think he should respond. I think he already lost. But I think Kendrick coming back and really showing people how he can, you know, how he gets down, how he can rap. He's still the #1 top tier rapper in the industry, but he's been on a hiatus for a little while. And I think people slept on Kendrick until Kendrick came back with the heavy hitting, now people have to take Kendrick a little bit more serious. So as far as the song, I think the song is great. It's right now, it feels like a national anthem. Everyone's singing it. All the arenas are playing it. The concerts are using it as hype music. It's just so much about it. I think it was really good opportunity for hip hop though. Like beef was something that fueled rappers to be a better version of themselves and to test their reps. So I love it. I think the song is great. I think it's a really good song. Yeah, Drake might be cooked. He might be cooked for a little bit. He might go back in the lab though. He's gonna have to figure it out. And he can't come soft. Because everyone's gonna remember the diss. Like they're gonna just remember what Kendrick did for the past 3.5 months. They're just gonna keep remembering all the music, the songs that he put out, the diss tracks he put out. But I think Drake is gonna do a lot of sneak dissing. Like he's gonna say like little things in his rap that refer back to the beef, but as an audience, I don't think nobody cares about that, bro. Like you already went toe to toe with bro, and he did his thing and he came out victorious. So I think Drake need to leave it alone and just focus on making music that people enjoy. And for a long time, I feel like Drake was he was carrying he was carrying a lot of the weight of being the best at the time. Like, everybody was want to do singles with Drake or features with Drake, and Drake would drop albums and change up his genre style and all this other stuff. So Drake was doing a lot of stuff to, I guess, pave the way for new opportunities for not only himself but potentially other rappers. But personally, Kendrick cooked that man. Cooked him. And nothing you can say or do about that. I know a lot of Drake fans don't like to hear that, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. All right, I'm almost done, man. It's gonna get in there, people. I'm getting there. Just have to add some more definition here. Apply this color here. Refine this part. Do some refinement in the face. I think we can call this one a wrap. Trust me, I will do more of these though. I'm actually kind of proud of myself for getting on this live. I've said this like 4 times since I've been here. I've been like really nervous to do this stuff because I felt like I had to be somewhat of a perfectionist or be really good for people to take me serious. But sometimes it's just, you gotta go with your gut and just learn. It's a learning experience. And hopefully this inspires other people too, because I want everyone else to get into the creative space. It doesn't necessarily have to be art. It could be anything. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I try to make good content. I feel like nowadays, and I'm not trying to shoot no shade or anything, but I see a lot of shorts that really don't make any sense to me, and on top of that, they get thousands of views, and I'm like, come on, yo. This is someone's dropping water on a circle that's colored red, and they get 11,000 likes. I'm like, what are we doing here? So, I'm not gonna fall into that trend of, oh, let's just make sensory art for people to kind of click and like and just pass it by. I want to create some artwork that has substance. You know? I think that's the most important part about being an artist, is to create emotion and even just duplicate things that you've seen in your own style. Like, for instance, this is clearly a Naruto character, and I don't know too much about this personal character anyway, but I like the style. So I was like, you know what, let me see if I can do it my own way. And here I am, drawing on this live. But yeah, YouTube can do much better in how they push content to people, you know, especially people like me. I kind of I am not really for shorts like that. I feel like I did it as a trend. I really enjoy long form videos because my videos are like tutorials that take a little bit of time to understand. So just thought it'd be better to do it that way. All right. Gonna have to go back over this with some with an outline pen just to get some separation going. All right. Let me try to back the camera up a bit so you guys can see. My laptop right here. Let me slide that over. Slide this up. There you go. Get a better shot. I keep moving the camera. I'm sorry. Oops. See, like that. Keep moving it. Okay, perfect. Just gonna leave it right here. If it looks funny to you guys, just let me know and I'll readjust it again. What I want to do. Okay. Let's get some outlines going here. I appreciate it, Luna. Thank you. Add a poll here. I was gonna add a poll, but I'm still getting used to this live stream stuff. I'm definitely gonna do this more often. I might do it tomorrow as well. See how some of the color kind of blended in. Oh man, see if I can try to blend that out. It's gonna be hard. It's okay though. Luna, if you're still here, man, or girl, sorry, feel free to subscribe. I do a lot of these illustration works or marker drawings, but I'm gonna start going. Let me go live. more often. And I appreciate your feedback, your support, you being here. So I think it'd be great, you know, just for us to continue this fellowship of artistic expression, for lack of better words. Oh, for months. Nice. Well, I appreciate you staying committed to the channel. So great to know that, you know, I have people in my corner. I'm a very small YouTuber at the moment, but these moments like this, I don't forget. Trust me. Lady Holland and Luna for sure, and my man from the UK. You guys really showed some love and support tonight, and I really appreciate that, for sure. So, is there any type of like, I guess let me ask this. Um, from the content that you've seen thus far on my channel, if you haven't, it's cool, but you know, overall, like, what are you most interested in seeing? Um, like I said this earlier in the live stream that I'm willing to do literally anything to help supply, you know, my community with just the framework of art in general. So I don't want anyone to feel like, you know, I'm an expert or anything like that, but I do want to commit to learning new things and teaching others while I'm in this space. So if you guys ever want to see anything in particular or have any questions about a previous video, please let me know, because that's the only way I'm able to make I can't talk, substantial content or consistent content or proficient content. I'm gonna be able to do that for you guys. Or I'm just gonna be doing things by the random and I don't think anyone will understand or pick up what I'm putting down, if you know what I mean. No pressure, of course. You don't have to respond to that if you don't have an answer for that right now, but just want to make sure that you guys know I'm open to any type of suggestions you may have. I want to make this darker. Trust me, y'all, it doesn't... I feel like my camera makes this image look darker than what it really is. It's not this dark. It's actually lighter than this. But I can use a lot more contrast because everything seems a little flat. So let's see if I can figure this out while I'm here. All right, let's do this. Oh, no, that's way too dark. Let's try sand. All right, that's not that bad. I'm doing this to add more contrast to this image. And one thing I will say, don't feel afraid to try new things. Like right now, I was kind of hesitant on adding this dark sand or brown color, but you know, I feel like now that I've applied it, I'll be able to really get that depth and that skin tone I really want. She looks much better already. Okay. Really appreciate your Procreate videos because you explain and navigate through the app with ease for me to follow along. Well, I'm glad I did that because I mean, Procreate is so hard, and a lot of people think that, oh, you can just jump in there and just get started. But no, there needs to be some time where you can really understand the program. And I'm for teaching people in a way where, how do I explain it? I know it's hard for me to understand things sometimes, so I look at that as a universal thing, and I don't treat anyone as if they should know the same things that I do, and I want to be able to help people in a space where they don't feel overwhelmed and get discouraged, because it's so easy to do that when you're dealing with a complex program such as Procreate. So I think for me, I want to do more Procreate videos to help people um, feel more comfortable with the software. So I'll lean more into that. I know one of my most popular videos, like I think it's how to how to turn yourself into a cartoon. Like I think that video almost has like 95,000 views, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever thought I'd have a video like that. Um, so I'll do more videos like that. I think it's just something I prefer to do to help other people. Actually, I had Clip Studio Paint for a little while. Like I wasn't a fan of it because I have a big drawing tablet downstairs, bigger than my iPad. So that's the only time I've used Clip Studio Paint. But yeah, Clip Studio wasn't my. I wasn't too familiar with Clip Studio, and I don't even think I'll go back into that space to be honest. Um, but no, I think Procreate's the way to go. Just a lot easier to navigate a little bit when you have the right instructor or the right person helping you through the way. Um, more user. Yeah, it's way more user friendly because you don't really have to do too much to get started. Um, Clip Studio Paint, there's so many different like layers and features and tools that you just really have to practice enough to get a better understanding. So, okay, good. I'm glad that was the first video you watched. I think I'm sorry, that's my flagship video. Like, if you've never seen anything I've done before, 9 times out of 10, if you found my channel, that's the first video you'll find because it's technically third in search, I think. So it's up there. There's two other great content creators who've done this before, done the same video, in their own unique way. So I'm glad you were able to gravitate towards my video. That means a lot. Gives me a little bit more purpose. Yeah, I will say, I'm sorry, Procreate likes to help you. You have to turn things off though if you can. Oh yeah, Procreate. I've it tends to predict what you want to do. I feel like that's what a lot of like programs now. Um, Sometimes I'll lose a stroke or duplicate something I didn't want to duplicate because Procreate feels like that's what needs to be done, um, based off the patterns that you're doing. But you can always turn the gestures off. You turn the gestures off, you have more control. You're now able to do, whatever you want to do. Like I think I turned off all of the hand gesture features, so everything is done with the pen. I don't do anything with the hand gestures. It just messes up my whole flow. So, but no, I agree. Holman it does the same thing. I'm glad you guys enjoy my Procreate videos. That really makes me feel good knowing that that stuff still has value, even though I made that video like almost 2 years ago. So it's time to upgrade though. I'm gonna do a video like that again. I still get a lot of questions. People ask me a lot of questions on the way, like, "Hey, how do you do this? I've tried this, but it doesn't work. What am I doing wrong?" And sometimes I can't really tell what the problem is because I can't see the screen. But what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make a video that has a lot of the questions that were asked, and I'm just gonna make sure I pinpoint those questions as well as go through a whole tutorial explaining it. I might even do a live, since a live seems to be a little bit more proficient, and I'm kind of like winging it. I don't have to script anything. I don't have to edit anything. Just kind of go right into the live. So I might do it that way. Oh man, these colors are blending in a way where I don't know. This image still feels kind of flat. Okay. I want help straightening. It wants to help straighten your lines and arches and such. Yeah. I mean, I think when you hold, I think when you have like the hard press or the holds, it can straighten it for you, straightens the line for you. Um, then you have like the anchor points where you can bend the lines. So many different things you can do. Um, I mean, Procreate's cool. I mean, it's an upgrade from what people have been using for years. Um, I prefer Procreate as a digital drawing application over others. So it's a great app, wonderful app. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure you see everything. All right, we're getting there. Just making sure everything looks decent enough. I want my lines crooked. Nah, I feel you. Sometimes we want what we want, man. I already know. All right, team, I think what I'm gonna do next is thicken these lines up. And then, cause I feel like I can work on this all night. Trust me, I feel like I can. A deeper part of me wants to like do it again, but I'm not doing that. There's no way I'm doing that again. I'll just start on something different another time. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this pen and I'm gonna, whoa, this is kind of thick. I don't want that thick. I'm gonna go in and thicken these lines up a bit. If I find the right pen. Oh, it's this large brush. Oh, quick question. Do you guys use Posca markers at all? Like, during COVID, I bought a bunch of Posca markers and I just have a bunch in a box. I've been thinking about making videos using Posca markers, but I don't know if I don't know if that I don't know if that pulls my channel away from the algorithm because I want to be able to, you know, still commit to. Oh man, this marker's dead. Sorry. I still want to commit to creating Procreate videos, but I do want to have an opportunity to be more versatile in the work that I do. So yeah, just wondering if anybody else uses Posca markers on their free time. Oh man, you're gonna love them then, Luna. I have so many, but I mean, it's a learning curve. Definitely a learning curve. Is doing marker art something new? No, I actually been doing this for a little while. That's why I wanna show people that I can do this stuff. But my channel was kind of built off of the whole Procreate concept. Honestly, no, it was actually I was doing custom sneakers first, and then it kind of gravitated towards Procreate. But I've been doing marker art for about 5 6 years, um, on and off. I couldn't really afford Copic markers in the beginning, so I would use like the cheap markers off Amazon, and I would just they'd be like $10 $15 for like 30, and I would just use those. Um, but no, I've been using doing marker art for a little while now. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to blend. I'm still learning how to uh, just finding the right color tones. There's it's a trick. It's a trade. You have to really understand it. Tricks to the trade is what I meant to say. Sorry. And I think finding your own style is important too, especially when it comes to this stuff. Like you want to be able to replicate your own work, your own style, even if you're using a reference. Of course, this is a reference, but I'm still in my own style. Bring out the Posca markers. Just got the ultra fines to go with my walk. Perfect. Have the large ones too. Highly underrated for art. Yep. If you use them right, I mean, I had to find the right paper. I had to, find the proper colors. Like, I think when they first came out, or they were like newly introduced, I just went ahead and bought a bunch of them because I wanted to be able to experiment while they were new. And then, of course, you had a lot of content creators like Marco and Gox and Vex. I don't think Vex used Poscas as much. Nash used Poscas. ZHC used Poscas. So I think everyone else was like really, really big on the Posca wave. But those things are tricky though. Like, if you don't know how to use them that well, like, your work can get kind of janky. But it's okay because it's part of the learning process. I look at everything as a learning curve. When I first started, I had no idea how to use them. I didn't even know how to activate them. I had to go online and see how they worked. All the shades and colors building up the price even more. Yeah, but which brand do you recommend? As far as are you speaking about uh the pot the oh the okay, I'm sorry, I'm confusing myself. Ohuhu markers, these, hold on, the ones I actually used for this drawing session. I actually have the bigger bag. I'll turn my camera around. I use these in my spare time, like they're like the big pack. Um, Now I gotta fix my camera. Sorry. Um, I use those. They're fairly cheap. You get a lot of markers. I think 320 markers. I think it's like for 199. I think so, $200. But you don't have to buy that many. They have a a lot on Amazon. You can get it for like $30 and you'll get a good amount. Like we're talking 40 to 60 markers for under $50, and they work just as good, um, as the top tier brands. But of course, Copic is Copic is it reigns supreme. Um, like I said, I wasn't able to afford any. I could barely afford them now, but it's it's so good to have like clean markers like Copic markers because you can just tell the difference in work and your quality of work when you're using them. Um, I think that's the best part about having those markers. But yeah, I would recommend you start with Ohuhu markers or any type of alcohol marker you see on like Amazon as a start. And then um, once you kind of figure that out, Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my camera. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm having y'all all over the place. Come on, come on. Once you kind of figure that out, then you'll be able to really establish yourself in that industry of drawing. If I can get this camera to sit still. Okay, that's gonna have to do for right now. Oh no. Sorry guys, I'm trying to fix myself. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money right away. Um, I had to learn that the hard way. Like, for instance, like me doing content work, like I thought I had to have the most expensive camera and the best setup, um, or the best lighting. And I know you just need a couple of things here and there just to get you started, and then you'll know when it's time to upgrade. Like you've reached a point where like, okay, I feel like I can't get any further without giving this a try. So yeah, bristle paper is a great uh, paper medium because it's heavy, it doesn't bend. You can literally use anything on it. Um, and one interesting thing about Bristol, I don't know, my art teacher told me this in high school. The way it's like made, it's made more of like a net. So the fibers in the paper are like linked like this. I know my hands look weird, but it's like in a net. So that's what gives it its hard texture, and it's very very durable. Um, so yeah, compared to others, if you ever use marker paper, it's really slick and thin, and it actually doesn't look too good when you're using alcohol markers. I don't understand that at all. Like it bleeds a lot, and it doesn't really adhere to the paper compared to Bristol. Like I'm using Bristol paper right now, um, and Bristol paper works great from what I need and what I'm doing. Yeah, with acrylic pens, you can literally do anything: rocks, glass, wood, metal, plastic, um, anything with a surface, you can use it on. Yeah, Ohuhu is a really good brand, and it's very inexpensive. It's very expensive. One thing the only con I had in the beginning of with Ohuhu markers is that they weren't refillable. Like you couldn't refill them. But I think they recently released some samples where you can take the colors and you can refill them. Not the same way like Copic markers. The Copic you can literally take the tip off, like you can take this off and just pour it in there. Whereas Ohuhu markers, you just take the tip and then I think you have to drop it on the nib, and it kind of like absorbs it like that. I haven't tried taking the nib off of these, so I don't truly know. But I've seen videos of just people just taking it and just dropping it on there. So yeah. All right. So getting close to the end, my good people. Let me see if I can add any extra lines. I like this live stream thing though. I think I'm gonna do this more often. You guys really gave me the courage to come up here because you stuck around and you were able to, chat with me and stay engaged. And I think that's so hard to do now. Um, just so hard to do. Like I mentioned before, everyone has, not everyone. I'm not going to say everyone because it's not fair to everyone, but we live in a time, a day and age where someone's attention span may not be as high as it used to be. So certain things just don't register well with people. So just to have two people stick around and be here with me is a great thing. You're totally right. You're totally right. You're right. You're right. I should never doubt myself. I appreciate that reassurance. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Yeah, TikTok brains. I was just telling my wife that earlier. Like TikTok is, oh man, TikTok has pushed the trajectory of content consumption in such a way where people just can't sit still for one whole minute. Like and learn something. Like everyone wants to figure it out right away. I'm like, no, like you just have to go through your bumps and bruises for it to make sense in the long run. You know, like I'm a little bit older than TikTok. Well, actually, I'm a lot older than TikTok. So I know where I had to literally sit and watch long form videos to learn how to do something. And you know, once you sit, give yourself a chance to learn something like that, you don't give up on yourself. Like a lot of people want to quit too soon because it's not registering right away. And I'm like, well, if you don't give yourself a chance to learn something, then you know, it's not gonna work. So we live in a day and age where the sensory thing, the short form sensory thing, is what people want, and it's truly killing our community as far as like just learning new things. It's just taken away from that aspect. So, yeah, exactly. And the content's fed to us so fast, like you just said, it's fast content. Like it's built around that model. So you have like companies doing that, like big companies doing that type of stuff. And I mean, I can't blame them from following trends to stay active, but it's just kind of like people like me. I don't know. I don't mind sitting through a 6 7 minute video to learn something. Now, granted, if it's relatable, like if I feel like okay, well, I don't really want to. I don't need to learn this, then I'll pivot away. But I think we should be able to do work and have meaningful engagements. Like right now, this is meaningful. Like there's literally two people here, and I feel like I'm having one of the greatest seminars of all time because I don't really talk too often. So yeah, this is very important, and I've been on this live for 126 minutes. So that tells me that there's still hope for people with attention spans out there, and I appreciate you guys. All right, I'm almost finished, and like I said, I don't want to take too much more of your time. Um, like I said, I can do way more with this. I feel like there's a lot more I can do. But what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna add a little bit of highlights with this gel pen, just like subtle highlights. So I might go with the nose. This gives the pop to the image. I already did it with the eyes here. Um, hopefully that dries off. I go around the edge, like so. And I'll probably go around the hair. This is my favorite, actually my favorite part of the video. I mean, not the video, I'm sorry, of the drawing process is going over with the highlights because I'm able to, you know, give it a little bit of pop, a little bit of character. And it's so subtle, so subtle. beats with your music playing in the background. What's that? I'm not familiar. Oh, okay. See, I'm on Epidemic Sound. I have a contract with them through my channel. Well, not contract. I have a subscription through their channel. Sorry. I have a subscription through them through my YouTube channel, so I'm just playing that because it's copywritten and I technically pay for the rights to play it. I don't want to run into any copyright strikes. If I could play what I want, trust me, it'll be totally different. But I want to switch it up actually for the last 30 minutes of this live. Go to overview. Sorry. Oh, I got one. Sorry, I'm trying to change my music up. I don't know what I want. Let me try this. This might might throw me off a bit. Nah, I don't like this. I think I just messed the vibe up, y'all. Changing the music like this. I think people can buy the music to own from this. Oh, nice. I'll look into that for sure. Yeah, Luna, I would love to play more of my version, my music that I enjoy, I listen to every day. But you know, of course, copyright strikes are a thing. And if I want to continue to stay monetized and produce content, I definitely want to be able to, you know, play the right music. So now I'll look into that. You said Grilla Beats. I'll look into Grilla Beats. See how the highlights just make the image pop a little bit more? I've developed this type of style as I've been, you know, as I draw and get familiar with my own skill set. So it's just a finishing touch I just enjoy to do on my work. It kind of gives it a little glow, a little shine to it. Yeah, gel pens are always good to go. You get these off Amazon. I think you get 10 of them. I think it like costs like, I don't know, like $7-8. Like I have a whole bunch of them. I have more too. Just keep them in the cut when I want to add some glaze or some shine or implied shine. Just makes everything pop so well. Oh yeah, we might, because these are pretty popular. Pretty popular. I love them. All right, let me think. Do I want to do some sort of background? Because, I mean, to be honest, this is as much as I'm willing to do at this point. But, Let's see. Let's play this instead. You know what? I think I'm gonna call this one a wrap. So of course I'm gonna go ahead and double down a little bit. Actually, no, I know exactly what I want to do. think I'm gonna get a bigger marker. Where the heck was that marker at? Uh-oh, I lost my marker. This will do. I was looking for something like huge. This is just fine right here. Just want to give it a little bit of a bold outline. It might be doing too much, but you know, it's my interpretation. But yeah, I think I'm done here. I was able to do my best. I'm gonna go ahead and sign this off. 88. It is 2024. All right, and I'm gonna put this in my binder. So give me a second. I'll be back with the binder, and you can kind of see the work I've done previously. That this will be added to that collection of work. All right, thanks for sticking around. I'm about to just put this in the binder. I'm probably gonna do another one tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. If you can make it, I'll greatly appreciate it. If not, I understand too. Well, we're now family, so welcome to the Rebrand family if you haven't been here already. Yeah, it's great. Thank you guys so much for the support. One thing I would say to artists these days, Picasso put an eyeball in a light bulb. Really? People probably laughed. What are their names? Love from Texas. Oh, you're from Texas? Wow. See, I wanted to. So I was thinking about moving to Texas, but I don't know. It's kind of scary out there. You guys just had Houston just had like a huge hurricane, so it was kind of crazy, but no. I appreciate it, Luna. Thank you so much. I will keep it up, and thank you for the blessings, and blessings to you as well. I don't know if you've seen my previous video, guys, but this is the drawing I made for my previous video. One of my favorite drawings, to be honest. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. It's literally the first video. That's the previous video I made, so did the same marker art. I think this is one of my favorite drawings. I'm actually gonna make this into a t-shirt because it's just so dope. So yeah. But all right, Lady Hallman, thank you so much. Thanks, Luna. See, I've done multiple anime drawings. Kakashi, Naruto, the Sasuke one, Sakura. This Kakashi one's my favorite because of his hair. But, we have Rock Lee. You move this out the way. The SpongeBob one. I made this earlier. Another Rock Lee. Rock Lee's like my favorite character. Yeah, I think I actually entered this drawing into a Copic competition. Fortunately, I didn't hear anything back from them. I wasn't expecting to win anything anyway. I just wanted to see how far I can go. Then I made this right here. That was my favorite. Like this Majin Buu thing is like the dopest. Do you sell prints at a local Comic Con? I should. I should, and I think that's what I need to do. I need to stop being such a wimp and really put myself out there if I really want to grow as an artist. So, made a Gundam, a Luffy. Yes, I agree 1,000%. I made this Mega Man one, and I made this Bart Simpson. I actually used glitter to do this, which is one of my favorite ones. It was very experimental, but I thought it was cool. Yeah, so put this back in here. Cool, and then I'm going to slide this one in here. And there you have it. Another illustration added to the collection. Top of that. Awesome. I actually made a video on this as well. If you haven't seen that, go check that one out. Nike. Made this Boondocks one. This actually like slightly went viral on TikTok in 2021. It's just something. I don't know how it happened, but it just happened. So, yeah. And this is when I hit 500 viewers on TikTok, or 500 followers on TikTok. I made this Bakugo drawing. Yeah, of course, Rock Lee. But yeah, that's my sketchbook, or my display book. But yes, thank you so much. I'll flip my camera so you see my face. The lighting. So yeah, thanks again. I appreciate it, Luna, for sticking around to the end, if you're here still. But I might do this live again tomorrow. Yeah, just to do get in the habit and the hang of it, I think that'll be the best option for me right now. So I'll figure that out. I'll figure out what I'm going to draw. I don't know if I might use Procreate. I might do, I don't know, something. But no, thank you again for sticking around. And I'm going to end this live, but you have a safe night. Enjoy Texas. I might have to visit Texas. I've never been to Texas ever, but yeah, thanks again. So, peace.